Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, good morning. Next I have is the approval of the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next is the approval of minutes. We have the 11:15 minutes and the 11:16 minutes.
I will make a motion to approve both minutes for 11:15 and 11:16 of last week.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? The 11:15 was the canvassing,
Yes.
and then the regular. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next is approval of claims for payment totaling $91,285.87.
I will make a motion to approve the claims for payment for this week.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Now we have the bids on the county home. We opened them up last week. We had two bidders on it. Rick, you've talked to both of them.
I have. There were two bids that were submitted. One was for $225 by AgriEdge, and one was $292. I spoke with the representative from AgriEdge, and they said that they did not want to go any higher than $225 an acre. So I told him that, in my opinion, there would not have to be an auction today since there's only two, and one doesn't want to raise. And I recommend that the $292 bid be accepted. That's above the county average. That's higher than some leases that I've executed for next year. It is a 2-year lease. It's hard to say what exactly the market's going to do with the rental bid, after a year. But I think 292 is fair. They've rented the land before. They're familiar with it. Conservation Board is comfortable with 292. So I don't think there's any need to try to resubmit or run another ad or anything. I think 292 is a decent amount, and I would recommend that the board approve that in anticipation that I do have the leases prepared, and I've met with them. They understand that the final approval is up to the board, but if that's done, then the leases are ready to be executed by the board.
The board just executes the one on the county home ground?
Correct.
Yep.
Correct.
So
And
then
I prepared one for the Conservation Board to execute also.
Yep.
What was the actual name of the? Is it a corporation or is it
D&T
just
Farms.
Yeah.
What is it?
D&N Farms.
I had the N. I just needed the D. All right. I'll make a motion to approve a 2-year lease to D&N Farms for the county home farm, the county. The bid came in at, you said, $292?
It's $292 per acre, and for the what we refer to locally as the
Thank you.
county home farm, that'd be $32,558 per year, and it's set up on annual payments in April and November of $16,279, and then for information purposes, the Conservation Board annual rent is $11,680. That may be adjusted slightly. They had about 48 acres, and 8 of that's going to be in CRP, so the actual number of tell might be a little lower than 40, but if so, they'll just make an adjustment there. But it is a cash rent lease.
Yep. So thank the Niederhoffs and go from there.
Okay, I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the $292 bid on the county home ground to D&N Farms. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next we have is an amendment to the credit card policy. And with this amendment, we are putting our names on the credit cards.
Yeah, there were just a couple of minor changes added for security purposes. We're putting the names on the supervisor cards. There was just an increase in the number of cards for the sheriff's department. So I would make a motion to approve the Hardin County credit card policy or amendment.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the amendment to the credit card policy. Is there any discussion?
I have a question. So meaning that if I have one card in my office with my name on it, if I sent somebody to an overnight stay, they wouldn't be able to use that card then, correct?
They wouldn't be able to show their ID to use that card.
Because we used to just use a county ID as the signature in the back. That way, anybody I had authorized to use it could. So that just wouldn't be able to work then.
Depends on the place if they would accept it that way or not, but I wouldn't think they would.
It's just not gonna have our name individually on it, is it?
Yeah, it does.
It
Or have
is
any
for the
reference
Board
to
of
it.
Supervisors. I guess I don't know if is that
I
included
got
for
a
all
new card.
departments?
Yeah.
Okay, it is.
We all have to have new names on.
Yeah.
Or
And that's what the credit
personal
card
names on.
company's pushing.
We'll have to do some checking into that, I guess. I mean,
You can
I
get a
would
secondary
check-
card with a different name, but that doesn't help you with the number of people you have on your staff.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't.
Unless it
happen
would be
very
one of those
often.
things where they would have to pay for their own
Yeah.
and then get reimbursed
And that's
rather
fine.
than using the card. But if you called up ahead of time, like hotel reservations, you could explain that to them and see how that would work. Maybe have to talk to the bank about it.
I was just curious.
I know she's been battling it for a while back and forth to try to keep it the way it was, but they're not letting us.
Hmm.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next I have is a change of status in the sheriff's office.
I will approve the change of status for Terry Chase, correction officer. Was permanent part-time, discharge, didn't successfully complete training program. And so the last day of work is 11/16.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next, we have a set time and date for budget amendment.
Due to publication requirements and getting the numbers together, I think we have a board meeting on December 28th. So we could do that right away at 10:02.
I'm good.
Work?
You wanna
Okay.
make the motion?
So I'll make a motion to set December 28th at 10:02 for the budget amendment.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to set the date and time for the budget amendment, December 28th at 10:02. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next, we have group vision care renewal agreement with AVESIS. This is for our
AVESIS, yeah.
AVESIS, our
Yeah.
eye insurance.
And this is just a renewal from what we've been doing, so I will make a motion to renew group vision care plan agreement with AVESIS.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Now I have our two change of statuses in the secondary roads department.
Okay, I will make a motion to approve the change of status for Marvin Grummett, hired full-time as of November 21st as a grading crew foreman at $20.73 an hour.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? I think his starting date was Monday. It's not in here.
20. Yeah,
Was it?
November 21st.
Oh, okay.
Top, yep.
Yep, you're right, I'm sorry. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
And then I'll also make a motion to approve the change of status for Brent Colvin. He is retiring. He was a grading crew foreman at $20.93 an hour, and his last day of work will be October 31st of 16. So, thank him for all of his years of service.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Thanks for your service.
Wish him the best of luck. He's in lawn care now.
Is he?
I think so. That's what his truck says. Any other discussion? Hearing no more, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. I have no utility permits and nothing on secondary roads.
All right.
It's a short week. It's a holiday. Any other business? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Or
Got ahead of yourself.
How about I make a motion to adjourn?
There we go.
I'll move to adjourn.
She made the motion. I need a second.
Oh. I will second that.
All
It's been
right.
moved and seconded. All in
We're
favor
too
say
excited.
aye.
This is the
Aye.
fast.
Aye. Motion carries.
We're not used to him being this short.